Welcome back to Latin American Today. I'm Rene. I want to start with a memory. I'm on a bus, I'm in Canada, and I can feel this just before it happens. The way you learn to feel things when you're new somewhere. Someone is going to say something to me, and I'm not going to understand a word of it. It happened a lot back then. Getting on the bus, trying to buy something at a store, paying for a meal. People would say things. I could hear the edge of their voice, and I had nothing, no words, no way to respond, no way to even know if I should be afraid or just embarrassed. And I was embarrassed. Tenía vergüenza every single time. But here's what I've been sitting with lately. That feeling, that specific shame of not speaking the right language in the right place. I didn't inherit it from nowhere. Mi abuelita felt it too. And her mother before her, and her mother before that. Except for them, it wasn't a bus in Canada. It was their own land. And the people telling them their language wasn't welcome weren't strangers. They were the ones who had just arrived and decided they were in charge. That's what this episode is about. The language they took from us, and the language that never fully left. I'm going to say something, and it's going to be hard for some of you. But here we go. Spanish is the colonizer's language. I know that's a hard sentence for some of you. Spanish es nuestra lengua. It's the language we dream in, the language we fight in, the language we say te quiero. I'm not asking you to hate it. I speak it at home. I want my kids to speak it. But we need to be honest about where it came from. Spanish did not arrive in Latin America as a gift. It arrived on ships, with swords, with priests who believed that God could only be addressed in European tongues. It arrived with a very clear message. Your language is not civilized. Your language does not belong in schools, in courts, in churches. Your language is a problem to be solved. And then, in 1770, the Spanish crown made it official. El Rey Carlos III issued what is called La Real Cédula, a royal decree. And the language they used was blunt. They ordered el destierro of indigenous languages. Destierro, punishment, like a person being expelled from their homeland. That's what they did to a language. Indigenous languages were banned from schools, banned from courts, banned from public life. If you were caught speaking your lengua originaria in the wrong place, you faced physical punishment, humiliation. The message was clear: assimilate or suffer. And the republics that came after independence, they kept the project going. The elites of the new Latin American nations, many of them light-skinned, European educated, saw indigenous languages as a lastre, a burden, a drag on national unity. The homogenization of Spanish wasn't a cultural progress. It was a political decision. It was erasure, dressed as modernity. So yes, Spanish is our language. And it was also a weapon. Both things are true. And I think we can hold both. Now there are words that survived. Because here's the thing about language. You can ban it. You can punish people for speaking it. You can try to cut it out of our culture, like a surgeon removing a tumor. But it hides. At home, I try to speak Spanish as much as I can. And there are words I say all the time. Words that feel so natural, so mine, that I never stop to ask where they came from. Tomate, chocolate, aguacate, maíz, coyote, tamal, chinchilla, taco. I've said these words my whole life. We all have. Son nuestras. They're ours. Except they're not Spanish. Every single one of those words is náhuatl, or Nahuatl. They are words from the language the Real Cédula tried to destroy. The languages that were beaten out of our people. The languages that were banned from the courtroom and the classroom and the church. But they hid inside the language of the colonizer, and they've been traveling with us ever since. Inside our mouths, every day, without us even knowing. I'm from El Salvador. Mi gente, the pueblos originarios of El Salvador, spoke Nahuatl, also called Pipil. It's a language related to Nahuatl, the language of the Mexica, what people call the Aztec. And it's not dead. It has speakers. It has communities working right now to bring it back. And I've been carrying pieces of it my whole life without knowing. There's a feeling I get sometimes when I say those words. Aguacate, cacao, comal. Something stirs. I can't name it. It's not quite nostalgia, because I've never lived this. It's something older, something inherited. I think that feeling has a name. I think it's called memory. But it's not my memory. La memoria de mis ancestros. And it lives in me. Let me tell you a personal story. It's about my dad. My dad had a nickname, El Indio. In Latin America, that's not always said with pride. You know what I mean. It's the kind of nickname that marks you, that reminds you where you stand in the social order. El Indio, the Indian. Like it's something to explain, something to apologize. He was 100% indigenous. You could see it in his face. My family is from Cojutepeque, a city in El Salvador, at the foot of a mountain called El Cerro de las Pavas. I grew up knowing that name, but I didn't grow up knowing what the land was called before the Spanish arrived. I didn't grow up knowing who lived there, what they built, what they spoke. I did a DNA test not long ago. It came back saying that I'm 47% Native American from El Salvador region and 41% European, mostly Portuguese, and a mix of other things. Now, 47%, that's almost half of who I am, biologically. And for most of my life, I knew almost nothing about that half. Not because I didn't care, because nobody told me. Because the story I was giving started with the Spanish. Because lo indígena, that was treated like a chapter that didn't matter, or worse, like a chapter to be ashamed of. My dad carried that, El Indio. He wore that name, and I wonder sometimes what it cost him. What it cost him to live in a world that named him like an insult. I'm saying his name differently now. El Indio. My father, my ancestor. The man whose blood runs through me at 47%. I'm not going to let that be a chapter we skip anymore. So let me bring you back to the bus. I'm in Canada, someone yells at me, I don't understand. I feel shame, I feel small. I feel like my presence is a problem. My ancestors are in their own land. The Spanish arrive, and they're told their language is a problem. They're punished for speaking it. They feel shame. They feel small. Their presence, their very existence, is treated like something that needs to be fixed. I'm not saying Canada is Spain. I'm not saying the year 2000 is 1770. But I'm saying the shape is the same. Forced migration, a new dominant language, punishment for not speaking fast enough, the jobs you can't get, the doors that stay closed, the way people look at you when you ask them to repeat themselves, la humillación, the humiliation that nobody warns you about when you pack your bags and leave everything you know. La Real Cédula threatened physical punishment for speaking indigenous languages. The Canadian labor market punishes those who don't speak English by keeping them in the hardest, lowest paid work. The mechanism is different, The message is the same. Your language is not welcome here. And here's the thing that keeps me up at night. Our communities went through this already. Our abuelos lost their languages so that we could have a better life. They became Spanish speakers. And then their children became English speakers. And at every step, something was left behind. We didn't start this cycle, but we're living inside it. And maybe, we're the generation that gets to finally look at it clearly. Now, I know God speaks every tongue. So I want to take you somewhere else for a minute. Stay with me. Acts chapter 2. It's the day of Pentecost. The Holy Spirit falls. Something happens that I think we've domesticated so much we've forgotten how wild it is. People from everywhere, de todos lados. Parthians, Medes, Elamites, people from Mesopotamia, from Egypt, from Libya, from Rome, from Crete. All of them hear the gospel in their own language, not in one approved tongue, not in the empire's language, not in Latin, not in the language of whoever was in charge that day, in their own language, the one their mothers taught them, the one they dreamed in, the one they said te quiero in. God did not say, you first have to learn the right language and then we'll talk. He showed up in every tongue at once. The colonizers used Christianity to justify erasing languages. They told our ancestors that God could only be addressed in Spanish, that the sacraments only worked in the right words, that your lengua, your tongue, the one your grandmother used to pray, was not holy enough. Pentecost says otherwise. And if now what? As a language in which people loved each other, raised children, buried the dead, understood the stars, told stories about where they came from. If that's now what, then now what is a language in which God can be known. The real cedula did not have the final word. The empire never does. I think about it sometimes. What would it have been like? What would it sounded like? What would it sound like? A sermon in Nahuatl, a prayer in Nahuatl. Dios mío, in the language of my ancestors. The language they spoke before someone told them that the language was a burden. Ese Dios sigue siendo Dios. That God is still God. And He spoke first. Now, I'm not going to end this episode by giving you some homework assignment. I'm not going to tell you to go learn Nahuatl by Thursday. I'm not going to pretend that what was taken from us can be recovered in a podcast episode. But I want to offer you something small. Something you can do today. Maybe right now. Acknowledge it. Say it out loud. Even if it's just to yourself. My people spoke a language before Spanish. It had a name. It had speakers. It had prayers and jokes and lullabies and arguments. And it was taken. That acknowledgement, ese reconocimiento, it's not a small thing. It's the first crack in a wall that's been standing for 500 years. Now it's not gone. There are speakers. There are communities in El Salvador working right now to teach it to children, to record it, to bring it forward. You don't have to start from nothing. You can start by knowing your people had a name for the land your family comes from. That the mountain near Cojutepeque had a name before Spanish gave it one. You can start by saying one word. Tomate, chocolate, cacao. Say it slowly. Know what it is. Know who it belongs to. And if someone in your family, an abuelo, a tío, somebody, if they were ever called el indio or la india, like it was something to be ashamed of, say their name today. Say it with pride. They carried something we almost lost. We don't have to choose between who we are now and who we come from. We get to carry both. They try to take the language, but the language hid inside the words we still use every day. Chocolate, tomate, cacao. Every time you say these words, your ancestors answer. Hasta la próxima.